number and the earning season, and these numbers will tell you a lot of insights about the companies and the industry, IT industry, and you can safely extrapolate the findings of these numbers and apply those all on any other company. So we shall find out how Accenture did in the last quarter. And lot of times what I have been observing when I interact with all of you, you are worried if the trend, the euphoria which we saw and we are seeing and witnessing in 2021, is it going to remain intact in 2022? Maybe a lot of you were not able to utilize this time, but we will see how this goes on. Another number which you all of are very interested in is attrition number. How is company coping up with the employees compared to the industry? This time, let me tell you, the numbers show you a very different picture, and that is a bit alarming. So I'll talk about the attrition number as well, but let us talk about the headline numbers first. How the company did in this quarter, which is ended on 30th of August 2021. Let's look at the headline numbers. The total revenue for Accenture in this quarter was about $13.4 billion, which was a 21% growth compared to same period last year, same quarter last year. And in dollar terms, the growth was about 24%. So it is a significant growth. If we look at how various geographies contributed in these results, North America contributed about 6.4 billion. So that means the half of this total revenue came from North America, and out of that we saw a 22% growth compared to last quarter, compared to the quarter last year, same quarter last year. Then we saw the Europe contributing about $4.3 billion in revenue, which is up 18% this time. And the growth markets, which the size is bit smaller, $2.7 billion, but it is also rising fairly well, which is about 21%. And if we look at the industry verticals and the groups, how they performed, communication and media and technology, look at this. Communication is beating financial services. That tells you a whole lot of story. Why? Because of the pandemic, probably we are all consuming lot of media that requires lot of telecom services and communication services. Probably a lot of companies likes of Disney, Hotstar, likes of Apple TV, or probably Netflix, Amazon Prime, and many more. Probably we are seeing a lot of traction in this media industry. So we also saw that 5G is unfolding, and a lot of companies are investing huge amount of money in 5G. That means the capability building is happening and taking place in 5G world. That's why the numbers are beating the financial services, up about 23% in this quarter. Financial services always a very lucrative area for the IT companies. $2.6 billion in size, but 20% growth. Public and health services, or health and public services, 18% up with a size of $2.5 billion. And products and resources, you can see about $3.77 billion and a $1.8 billion respectively. Very important key metrics over here is 14.6% operating margin. It is on the higher side of a normal trend which we have seen in Accenture, which remains about 14 to 15% consistently. And if you look at their new booking, which is up about 7% in USD terms, which is in dollar terms, 15 billion is a big size. And we will also talk about the annual new booking number for them. Some of these areas, the BUs, they all are growing very strongly, which is technology and strategy consulting as well as operations. And we all are aware that what is driving these revenues, whether it is cloud, interactive, or industry, or security. I told you security is coming up big time and is a potential revenue stream for a lot of IT companies. Let us look at the annualized data for Accenture, FYI 2021. What these numbers tell you? Accenture gone past $50 billion revenue mark, big milestone for any company, and the second best is TCS, around 23-24 billion dollars. So it is half of what Accenture has already achieved, less than half we can say. And if we look at the geography mix for these revenue, North America contributing about $23 billion, about roughly about 45%, up around 12%. Europe is $16.7 billion and it is up around 8%. As I said, Europe was stagnant for last 8-10 years. So we see a fresh life coming back in Europe in terms of technology spending. We also are seeing 11% growth in growth markets, which is now becoming an important revenue stream, which is about 10.1 billion inside. What we saw in the quarterly results in terms of the industry groups, communication and media again leading that back. That means it was not just one quarter, but this spending we saw in communication, media and technology was distributed well across all quarters. So the growth coming from that space is 14% and the revenues are about $10.3 billion for Accenture. What we saw in the quarterly results is communication, media and technology vertical was leading their revenues, which is reflecting well over here also. That means the yearly revenue are up 14% for this vertical. Financial services again a major industry for major segment for all IT services companies, close to $10 billion, up 13%. Health and public services up 16%, and you know why this is up, because of the pandemic. And the operating margin 15.1% reflects that their usual trend was about 14 to 15%. So they have in a way gone above their average operating margin range, up around 40 basis point, very good. And I told you about $59.3 billion is in they have this in new booking numbers. That reflects the demand. So that means whatever we saw in terms of euphoria demand in 2021, it continues in 2022 as well, at least in the first half of 2022. That's we can safely assume that with the numbers from Accenture. And cloud, if you see 44% growth in the cloud domain, cybersecurity growing 29%. So these are very important drivers for the technology unit. And if you see the technology unit growing by 60% compared to others, not compared to others, but comparatively, it is going much faster than what we saw this here over here in strategy and consulting as well as in operations. This is about the headline number, but we haven't seen anything around attrition from Accenture in these slides. So when I looked at it in detail on their website, I found these details elsewhere in the detailed slides. Here we have Accenture Q4 people metrics, which they call as, and if you look at the total employee headcount is touching about 624,000 employees and over that, and they have grown quite well from their, I think, first quarter, which was about 500,000 employees. Now they have reached comfortably 600,000 employees mark. What we are seeing right now here is their attrition was around 9% in Q1 of FY21. Now by the end of the FY21, it is 19%, clocking 19%. And in terms of annualized attrition, it appears it is an average number, or it is fine number, but this number is hiding a grim picture. What that grim picture is, let me tell you. Accenture's user base or employee base is quite well distributed. If you look at them, they are based out of India, so about 40-45% of their employees are based out of India. So about, I think, 10% of their employees are based out of Philippines, but all others are based out of either Europe, America, or other markets. What that tells you is in normally we have seen in advanced countries the attrition is in low single digits. People don't change companies so often. That means what you see over here is, despite that single low digit attrition in advanced countries, we have this 19% number for Accenture. That means in India, the 45% employees are changing job quite frequently, and that tells you about much deeper problem. I'm very clear that the numbers which is 19% is not correct for India. If you look at India numbers, probably it will touch 25% mark very well. And the trend which we saw in Cognizant last quarter is resonating over here as well. That means even if it is 25-26% and Cognizant was 31%, this tells you a big problem companies are facing in terms of retaining employees. When you find retaining employees a difficult thing, you know you have to bear or sell out more for hiring more employees. That is the big challenge for companies in IT services right now. We will see if this trend continues, and we know there is an outlier, and that outlier is TCS. TCS is always around 7-8%, 9% range. At best, they have touched around 10-11%. Do we have some movement in TCS also, or they are able to control their attrition in this quarter also? We should see all of these developments going forward, and I will come back with those all results in next 15 days or 20 days time frame, whenever they come back with come up with the results. Till that time, take care. I will cover more topics on other subjects. See you in my next video.